son.
Yes, sir. That's what it says. I'm just checking real quick.
God. All right, we the brothers, Great Millstone, Des Moines. Come back at y'all with another lesson. Usually there's a class held on Wednesday. Brother Mathia made it back to the Shy. Usually I gotta work, but got tomorrow off because you got wicked ass Thanksgiving. So the Spirit got us gathered today to, just open forum like you see the title. We just gonna hop right into it. First and foremost, we're gonna give all praises
to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Hakodash.
Yahweh is the true, holy, powerful, mighty name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahushai is the true, holy, powerful, mighty name of His only begotten Son, our Lord and our Savior. Hakodash is the Holy Spirit that speaks through us, that allows us to rightly divide the word of truth and teach the word correctly and directly. The Thamash Nakabah lies upon me, Shara, get double honors to the elders of Israel, being the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Shalom, which is peace and love to the elect of Israel. So, you see, it's an open forum. We don't got nothing written out, man. We was talking a little bit before the camera came on about how, folly is set in great dignity, man. All right, we can start off with 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter. All right, it says that this world is made for many. All right. You can even grab that Ecclesiastes as well.
I got that.
Yep.
This is Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 6. It says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place.
Yeah, folly is set in great dignity, man. It's uplifted. It's exalted in this society. All right, wickedness, foolishness, stupidity is exalted in this society, man. It's easy to get a bag in this bitch. If you on some wicked shit, all right. If you a bati boy, you can get a bag, man. All right. If you a harlot, you can get a bag. Okay. All these bitches making money on the OnlyFans, or you can go and be a stripper, but the Lord is, stripping them of these different things. It says in the book of Isaiah 32. All right, I seen a compilation video of a bunch of strippers on TikTok talking about it's really not, what it's made out to be. You have good nights, but you have a lot of bad nights to where you're only making a couple dollars. It's just like the waitress industry or the service, the food service industry or whatever the specific term is. All right, certain nights you can make a killing, and then certain nights you don't. It's dry in the restaurant. It's the same thing with these strip clubs, especially now that the economy is going down. All right, scripture say in the book of Genesis that money failed in Egypt. Well, money is failing also here in modern day Egypt, and soon it's gonna completely fail. Soon it's not gonna. If you fail a class, meaning what, nigga? You didn't pass, nigga. We're not accepting you into the next grade. Right. So when money fails, it's like, nigga, we're not. No, that's not gonna work.
Yeah,
all right, that's not gonna work. That shit don't have no value. Okay, that's just not gonna pass. All right, and that's right around the corner, man. These people think that when Trump gets into the office, all right, that everything is gonna be great, that everything's gonna be fine. You got people already rejoicing before he even got in the office, all right, because he's been elected. All right, but as the scriptures say, man, the Lord's gonna take out the joy from Babylon. He's gonna take the mirth from this place, and this is what we're looking for, man. We're not fucking excited about no goddamn Thanksgiving. We're not excited about whatever the fuck this world is excited about, man. We don't give a fuck about this shit. We're looking for the end of this place. This is what our mind is set upon. Okay, we want real life. We want a world where the rich, they said the rich sit in a low place. The rich that is talking about is what? Get James, the 2nd chapter. James 2 and verse 5. Folly is set in great dignity, all right, and the rich sit in a low place. The folly that's set in great dignity, your Cardi B's, your Meg Thee Stallions, damn Denzel, he's a fruit, he's a bati boy, all right, and all the rest of these so-called celebrities. LeBron, he's a fruit, he's a bati boy, okay. Steph Curry, everybody that you see on TV, man, they be into some weird shit. All these niggas that got fame, that got clout, that got money, okay, that's been exalted in this society. Guess what they had to do? They had to bow down to Satan, okay. But the men of the Lord is not going to do that. The men of Yahweh Shai is not going to do that. Just like how Yahweh Shai didn't bow down to Satan. Satan offered Yahweh Shai everything, man. All right. Satan offered Yahweh Shai more than he offered you niggas. You niggas got a what did Kanye say? It was a crappy deal. At least it came with a few toys, like a Happy Meal. Satan offered you niggas a few toys, and you got on your knees, man. You got on your knees and bent the fuck over for Satan, man. Okay? Like, I'm talking about his physical counterpart. I'm talking about them ish motherfuckers that rule the world. I'm talking about the motherfuckers who the earth has been given into the hand to. All right? The wicked of the earth, the ones that control the banks, the ones whose faces are on the money, the one who's making the laws. You niggas got offered Instagram bitch, some Instagram bitches. Oh, what's the 300? The nigga that couldn't lift up his shield all the way, he got offered some of them whores, some of them harlots. He sold out you was all down at first, right? But since you couldn't get into the club, couldn't get into the army, all right, you sold out your people, okay? And got down for what? A couple of little bitch start rubbing his hump back. All right, and that was it. That was all. That was all. He starts spilling the beans. That's these niggas, man. Okay, and then what? Come to find out, it was a crappy deal. All right, you got with Kim K. Now the bitch got you on child support, even though she's a millionaire or billionaire, whatever, however much money she make. All right, you sold out for this bitch, and now you can't even see. You have no control over your children. You're no better off than a nigga in the hood that's on child support. No better off than a nigga in the hood that can't see his children, man. Still under the curses. Okay, so what do we got?
James.
Get that James Bible Shah.
You got it up.
This is James 2 and 6 or 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, hath not the Most High chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom, which he hath promised to them that love him?
The Lord has chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith. So going back into that Ecclesiastes where it says the rich sit in the low place, it's the faithful ones. It's the ones that fear and have faith and serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity sit in a low place. King Solomon seen it, man. All right? But soon the Lord is going to lift us up from this low place. All right? It says that the meek shall inherit the earth. Meek and low is synonymous. All right? The Lord is going to raise up the lowly and set us on high. It says, before honor comes humility. So being poor or being low is a part of the humility that comes with it, man. And it's damn sure humiliating to go to a place of business and you're on a higher level than all these people, okay? Mentally, you're on a higher level than all these people. You could do their job better than that, all right? Better than them, okay? But outside of that is this nigga's wicked. And you got to serve this wicked nigga. You got to ask this nigga, can I get a day off? Put your PTO in this nigga. Right. He has the ability to accept it or decline it. And this nigga's a weirdo. When he clocks out, he goes home and does weird shit.
Become a dog.
Okay, but that's a part of he's a weird a Chester. Nigga got all type of shit on his computer with little minors and shit. But he comes to the job and this nigga get bossed around by his woman. She's getting fucking slutted out by a nigga, all right? Then so he comes in mad and he's taking it out on everybody because he knows this bitch is dirty, but he can't do nothing about it. This is the world that we're living in, man. All right? Go ahead. Finish on that Ecclesiastes. You still got that Ecclesiastes? Read verse 6 again and read down into 7.
This is Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 6. It says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Right. Someone get Psalms, I believe it's the 12th chapter, when the wicked is exalted, the vilest man.
I was just holding that.
Because it said what? That he's seen princes upon he's seen servants upon horses and princes on the earth walking as servants. A great depiction is the statue with Theodore Roosevelt. Mm-hmm. He's sitting on the horse, and he has to his left he got Gad, which is symbolic for the northern kingdom of Israel, and then on his right he has a so-called Negro, which is symbolic for the southern kingdom, showing how he conquered us. That's a perfect depiction, all right, of a servant on a horse. It says in the book of Genesis that the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. Genesis, the 25th chapter, all right, which is a heavy chapter because that chapter, all right, speaks about the birth of the progenitors of the Israelites and the Edomites. The progenitors, or to put it in modern day terms, the progenitor of the so-called white race being the Esau, Edom, and the progenitor of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans being Jacob. That's a heavy, and don't nobody, I did a video the other day. The prophets is a one-stop shop. You're not going to get that from nowhere else, man. Okay, you're not gonna get. You probably get that from some of these other camps. They'll go into that Genesis 25. But once we go deeper into prophecy, once we go deeper into that treasure box, they lost, man. So the Wadi Yahweh Ba'Shem, this is rich. This is what makes us rich. Going back into that James. Okay, we know who the Edomites are. We know you're not white. We know that you're not fucking the real Jews. That we know that land doesn't belong to you, and because we know that land doesn't belong to you, we know why there's war in that land. This is riches that we have, man. Yeah. In Wisdom of Solomon, it says, if riches be a possession to be desired, what is richer than wisdom? In Romans, it says, oh, the depth of the knowledge and the riches of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, how unsearchable are they? Roughly paraphrasing, man. Yeah. Okay?
Just real quick to add a point, because going back to the Ecclesiastes, it says service upon horses. All right, and just like how you mentioned in the book of Genesis, it said how the older will serve the younger. All right, and that's future prophecy, because in the times and when the kingdom, when Yahushua returns and bring the kingdom, all right, Esau is going to be serving us. All right, he's going to be serving Jacob. You know, just a quick point.
Yeah, yeah, yep. And just based off what he said, that though the princess, all right, is going to take that servant off of that horse. Yep. It says in the book of Daniel that the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. And matter of fact, it's happening. It's happening. It's already happening now through the Spirit. Okay, it says that in the book of someone says they have second Esdras. Well, in that second Esdras 6, it says that. Yep, go ahead, read that.
This is second Esdras 6 and
7.
7 in Slaki. I didn't know what you had wanted. What was it?
Second Esdras 6 and 7.
Oh, 6 and 7 Slaki. It says second Esdras 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Jacob's hand held the heel of Esau. All right, and Jacob's hand is on Esau's heel right now. All right, and through this knowledge, it says that he shall be consumed by the Spirit of the Lord's mouth and destroyed by the brightness of his coming. The Spirit of the Lord, you're looking at the Spirit of the Lord's mouth right now. It says that he has spake through the mouth of his prophets, which have been since the world began. So the Spirit of the Lord's mouth, it says his Spirit is upon us to preach glad tidings unto the meek. And not only to preach glad tidings unto the meek, but to preach bad tidings, evil tidings unto the ones that are not meek, to those servants that's on horses. And because he's a servant on a horse, that makes him what? That makes him proud. It says that the Lord setteth down the throne of proud princes and setteth the meek in their stead. So you're going down, and this word is what's bringing you down. So soon you're going to come down having great wrath, because you know your time is short. And you're going to be as a madman sparing none, trying to get to the prophets of the Lord. It says many shall follow after the pernicious ways, by reason of whom the ways of truth shall be evil spoken of. This truth, we're going to be a target. We're already a target. They already know all of our names. Everybody sitting in this room, if y'all didn't know that. All right? You on the comment board. Okay? Even if you've never been out there, you've been following the Israelites, you've been subscribing. Okay? You're also on the list. Okay? And he's about to come and, it's about to get physical. All right? Says, when I speak of peace, they are for war. We're out there peacefully practicing our amendments, peaceful protest, all right? Freedom of speech, freedom to religion, okay? We out there, but that's a threat. Saying that we're Israelites is a threat, okay? This nigga sitting down with vocab. This nigga hate you're a threat, and he's gathering information, man. He's an agent, okay, for the devil. And this nigga just sitting with him.
Where's my hug?
Okay, where my hug at, man? I'm hurt. You ain't, last time I seen you, you ain't give me a hug. Are you serious? You're supposed to be a captain of the Sakari. Boy, have you niggas fallen, right? The Daggermen and you asking the fucking enemy, a Roman, for a hug. At least literally a Roman. You ask, my hug at vocab. I thought better than that vocab. I thought it was love, man. This nigga, like, anyways, that was it on Ecclesiastes. Oh, yep, go ahead, finish on that.
2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
And we see Esau's world coming to an end, man. Okay? It's evident. It's evident. And it's inevitable as well. When you look up the reasons why Rome fell, we see all those same things, those same reasons taking place here in modern day Rome. Okay? The army being spread thin, the inflation, the devalue of their currency, okay? The immorality, all right? All these different things, and the list goes on. Look it up. All these different things are taking place here in America, man.
Yeah.
Again, modern day Rome.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
what-
Y'all got it. Whatever y'all got.
Well, the scripture says how the prophets that have been before thee prophesied of against many kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. All right, so just like how the prophets were before time, the prophets are here today. All right, and we're speaking against this wicked place, this wicked kingdom, about how wars erupting, about the pestilence,
Right.
or about upcoming famine. All right, because right now we're in the times of peace and safety. But like it says in the book of 1 Thessalonians 5, it says that sudden destruction shall come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right. So a lot of things that we're speaking about are going to come to pass. All right. Just
It's coming to pass.
Is coming to pass. Just like how we mentioned about Esau being a servant upon a horse. All right. He's going to be brought down to where he's going to be serving us. You know. But you got it.
Yeah.
Well,
I got one real quick.
Yep.
This is Amos 9 and 11. It says, "In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will rise, and I will rise up his ruins, and will build it as in days of old." You know what I'm saying? If you read about the tabernacles of David, if you read about the house of David, they were whooping ass, man. They had all these heathen in subjection. That's why Solomon had 40 years of peace, man. You know, because his dad was beating so much ass that nobody wanted, you know what I'm saying?
He had so much blood on his
Like,
hands, the Lord
exactly.
wouldn't allow him to build the temple. So
Exactly.
he gathered everything up for the temple, and then Solomon, he's the one that built it, you know, or had it built.
Right. Amos 9 and 12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom.
And the tabernacles of David is being built by this
Yep.
word. It says that the Lord has given some apostles, some prophets, some evangelists, some teachers for what? For the edifying of the body and for the perfecting of the saints. The word edify means to build. Okay, for the building of the body, it says that ye are the Lord's temple, ye are his building. Okay, and the Spirit of the Lord dwelleth within you. The Lord said the kingdom of heaven dwells within you. So us, the apostles, the prophets, the teachers, the evangelists, edifying the Lord's body and perfecting his saints, that's the kingdom, or that's the tabernacles of David being built up. Okay, Kwam Yasharallah. Israel is rising. Okay, Israel is rising. It says there was a great shaking, and the 10 virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. 5 was wise, 5 was foolish. In Ezekiel, it says that prophesied to the wind, and the bones, you know, there's a shaking, and the bones came together, and the sinews came upon them. All right, and then the breath came into the breath came into the wise virgins. There's no breath in the foolish virgins. They don't have that oil. They don't have that unction from the Holy One, and that's why they can't say that they have 100% truth. Or you just quoted Jeremiah, said the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied against countries and kingdoms of war, of evil, and pestilence. It didn't say that they sat down together and had a discussion about that hug that they didn't. You know what I'm saying? But you're a prophet. You're a captain.
Trying to build homesteads here.
Yeah, yeah.
But you a prophet.
That's not what we're pushing, man. We're pushing it says captive exile hasteneth that he may be loose. It says looking for and hasting unto the coming of the Lord. That's the vibration we pushing. Getting the fuck out of this place, man. Why you niggas trying to stay here? Okay? Why you niggas trying to build generational wealth here? Trying to make money off the Lord's house, off his ministry. Okay? But go ahead.
It says Amos 9 and 12, it says that they may possess the remnant of Edom and all of the heathen, which are called by my name, said the Lord, that doeth this. Verse 13, this is the point that I wanted. It says,
Yeah, that they may possess the remnant of Edom, though. All right? So possessing everything that he got.
Oh yeah.
All right, his land and himself. His land, him, everything. You will have nothing. You will own nothing. And
be happy
you
with it.
better act like you happy.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna fucking act like you better act like you goddamn happy, man.
Like you got some damn sense.
You better act like you're gonna be the cotton picking nigga, man. Okay, you gonna be the new niggas, the new slaves, the new spicks. You gonna be the one. You got Issachar. He's the fucking one always on the construction site. He's the one always doing the bullshit ass jobs. He's hired. You're gonna be hired, man. Issachar's gonna get to fucking chill. All right.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna be living in conditions worse than a reservation, and God's gonna be straight. So-called Native American Indians. While you niggas is celebrating the slaughter, all right, and the stealing, the robbery of their land. The so-called Native
Tomorrow,
Americans and the
yeah.
so-called Mexicans. All right. So-called Mexicans were here before your ass, man. You got the nerve to call them aliens. All right. Illegal aliens. All right. Savages and immigrants.
All right.
You came here, and not only did you, when you came here, they showed you love by showing you how to hunt, showing you how to live off the land, showing you how to get off through the winter, showing you how to fucking bathe yourself, man.
How to wash your ass.
All right, made treaties with you, gave you land that you can stay on, and you fucking turned you broke the covenants, as the scriptures say.
Broke the
All right,
godly
it said that they spoke their words was smooth as butter, but war was in their heart, man. You made covenants and you made treaties with the Gadites, so-called Native Americans, all right, so-called Seminole Indians, the Reubenites, all right, so-called Mexicans, the Issacharites, so-called Puerto Ricans, all right, these are all Israelites, all right, and you broke every single last one of them, put them on a fucking reservation, man, all right, and the reservations is worse than ghettos, worse than the fucking hood, worse than the projects, man, all right. The Lord said in Nahum that he would not at all acquit the wicked, but you got it.
Amos 9:13, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed. And the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. So it says what the plowman shall overtake the reaper, man. You know? So us, man, hey, we gonna fuck you up. You know, you're reaping from it and everything like that, man. Hey, guess what, bro? The Lord got a judgment for your ass. Right now, we working for pennies, we're on the dime and shit. You know what I'm saying? Barely getting by with this nigga, like the brother said, a weirdo motherfucking supervisor, you know, on top of you. And he a low, you know, and I'm just using a supervisor, even though he's a low level. You know what I'm saying? But that nigga making double than we is.
The higher
you know
up you
what I'm
go,
saying?
the more weird them niggas get.
Yeah, the weird ass motherfuckers put a whole clown suit on and fucking try to marry a cat. You know what I'm saying? And then identify as a tree. Like, come on,
or
bro.
them niggas would pay a bitch to step on their balls.
Right.
Or I'm talking about these niggas
Yeah,
that got
for
money.
better
Like
ass.
Edomites that got
Yeah.
money, they'll pay a nigga to fucking pop their wife in front of them. This nigga owns companies. This nigga, he owns franchises. Like this
He's the
nigga's paying a
CEO.
bitch to fucking smack him. He's not even cracking the hole. She just beating his ass and stepping on his step. Like, I don't even want to say it again, but like this is actually happening. There's actually a fucking market for that. Where bitches, she don't work. She just goes and she goes to owners of companies, to CEOs, to presidents of companies.
Shit's
That's
And all she does
Yeah.
is fucking like, I think it's dominatrix or
Yeah,
some shit. Like she
dominatrix
does
and escort.
freaky ass escorts and shit. Bitches selling feet pics. There's a bitch that
Farts.
came on TikTok, said she sold farts and made 6 fucking figures in a month. Motherfuckers, there's construction workers that build up the infrastructure of this country, and they don't even make 6 figures. All right, teachers, even though we know the fool system is a fool system, all right, and they're not, but they don't make nowhere near that. And
They
you
make
need, these are
30K.
people that you need, right?
Instructors of the youth.
Yeah, and that's it, the future.
Right.
The youth is the future. But that's how you know this place is backwards, man. All right, was that it? Actually, Biblical Shot, keep reading on that Amos.
Con. This is verse 14. It says, and I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel.
I will bring again, meaning he's gonna turn it back.
Yep.
All right, he's
I will
gonna
return
reverse it. Okay, he's gonna bring us out of captivity.
Shawab.
Shawab, which
Yep,
means to reverse, man. All right,
Reverse,
and he's
reverse.
gonna allow us to return back to our land in glory, man. But go ahead.
It says, and I will bring back the captivity of my people Israel.
Yeah, and again, it starts with this word, man. That's how heavy this is. As the world looks down upon us, as our own people that, got money in this society. They look down upon us. They call even these other Israelites who make their money off the ministry. They look down on us. They call us the bum camp. What we're doing is so heavy in the eyes of the Lord, man. And he said that there's a reward for them that wait for him. There's a reward for those that fear his name and that have faith in his word. Read that again.
It says Amos 9:4, and I will bring again the
No,
captivity.
you in 14.
So like that's what I meant. 14. And I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel. God, let me read that again. So like bro. And I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel. That's what it says. So like it. And they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof.
Yeah, because Israel is going to be hit with missiles as well.
Yeah.
Missiles is going to hit Israel because you got to clean the filth out, okay?
Wow.
Lord's just going to completely, it's not going to be like ancient Egypt. We left and then we just went in and took over, what they had going on already. No, that whole land needs to be swept clean, and it's going to be swept clean by nuclear wind, all right, by the nuclear missiles, okay? And it's going to be, flat. It's going to be made even with the ground, okay? But it said that they will build the desolate places thereof, meaning we're going to, as it says in Ezekiel, it says that they shall sever out continual employment.
Yes, sir.
We're going to gather up the heathens. It says that their kings shall have, and their nobles shall have fetters of iron on them. Okay, and we're going to execute the judgment. We're going to have these heathens build up our castles. All right, right now we're in the lower state, and it sucks. It's terrible. We fucking hate it here. All right, but soon it's going to be all good. All right, it's going to be all good. 2 Ezra the 7th chapter, it says the city we're in dwelleth all good things. You know how beautiful it's going to be to sit back and watch our enemies build our castles exactly how we want it? In righteousness, all right, keep finding different gold deposits in the earth, man. All right, I think it was Uganda, they found a bunch of gold, and somewhere else just recently they found a bunch of gold, man. We're gonna pave our streets with that, man.
That vibration.
We're gonna have y'all pave our streets with that. Sweat not gonna hit these brows no more, man. Matter of fact, we getting whole new brows, new everything, man. All right, you get a new body, man. That's what the Lord is coming to bring. Nothing here will satisfy us, man. Go ahead.
It says Amos 9:14, and I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel, and they shall build up the waste cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. Right, so that's the trading places right there. That's the plowman overtaking the reaper, because the reaper right now is drinking the wine, is reaping all the stuff that that we're working for. You know what I'm saying? They're doing all that. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? It's trading places, baby. So guess what? Now we're gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna look at your ass picking motherfucking fruit, because if you think about it, this nigga Donald Trump trying to take out every illegal immigrant out, right? But you gotta understand, if that happens, America will stop immediately, because nobody's gonna go to them fucking 4 a.m. in those fields and start picking different fruits. Nobody's gonna do that, bro. It's nothing but illegal. It's so-called illegal aliens, right? Which is mostly Issachar, all right, over there, is doing that shit. Everybody's complaining about the illegal immigrants to this goddamn place, but guess what? They're doing the shit you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Everybody's complaining about that shit, but they're doing the shit you don't want to. You don't want to get underneath a fucking house and clean out that shit. You don't want to get up into basements and clean that shit.
The fucking janitors and
right
in the hotels cleaning the fucking the hotel rooms and shit.
But they keep complaining about this shit, bro.
And it's their land. You took their land, man. And you think you about to get away with this shit? You're not gonna get away. Just saying that reminds me of Scooby-Doo. I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Shut up.
But that's how they look at us.
Right.
I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling prophets. I'm going to read that.
Prophets
go ahead and
of doom.
finish. Prophets of doom, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and finish that 14th verse, and I'm going to read the NLT.
God, it said, they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof.
Plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. The wine that we drink now is fucking tainted, man.
Trash.
The fruits that come from these fields, it's GMO. I've been seeing all type of recalls on fruit, on
Yeah,
produce. There's
yeah.
recalls happening on produce. Goddamn carrots,
Eggs,
apples.
Oh,
You know,
just-
I'm talking about produce, but
Produce,
even
yeah.
the poultry, the meat. We know the meat's through, but recalls on the produce, frozen fruits and shit. Like everything's fucked up. The wine be having different chemicals in it.
Sulfur.
All right,
chemicals.
sulfur, them different dyes and colorings that's causing cancer. Everybody has cancer. This nigga intentionally gave everybody cancer. That's who's in rulership. He's like, I'm gonna just weaken everybody. Instead of trying to build a strong country, he intentionally weakens everybody to make himself feel stronger, to make himself feel better, so that he can have more control. That's how weak this devil is, man.
Control,
It
control,
pisses me
control.
off how fucking weak he is. And he's over us. That's how you know it's divine. That the strongest people of the earth is on the bottom, and the weakest motherfuckers, the bases of the nations, all right, is on top, man. The Lord did this as a punishment to his people. Going back into this Amos. He sent us into captivity for our punishment because we moved him to anger. We moved him to wrath. And this is what we trying to tell you niggas. All right? And we trying to tell you niggas you pissing the Lord off and you niggas don't want to hear it. So when he brings wrath for this last time, we're not going to give a fuck.
Rightfully so.
The Lord told us in Jeremiah, he told Jeremiah, he said, don't mourn for these people, man. Look how these niggas act. And Jeremiah had to learn the hard way. He kept coming to them. Look, man, this is all you got to do. All we got to do is listen to the Lord. All we got to do is fear him. All we got to do is keep his Sabbath. Then the niggas try to kill him.
Doing
All right,
more.
throw him in the dungeon. He wants us to serve our creator. Grab this nigga.
Put him away.
Kill this nigga. Jeremiah said, look, you can kill me, but the Lord's still going to fuck you up. And innocent blood will come upon you. And this is our mentality. All right, but go ahead, finish on that, Amos.
Con, this is they shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them.
And that's beautiful. All right, knowing where, like the Elder Yashwamba says, knowing where our food comes from. I don't know who the fuck made that wine. I don't know who was in that wine press. I don't know
Right.
where it is. And they're even trying to crack down on farmers markets. You know,
Yeah.
this nigga, the fucking Bill Gates. This nigga is buying up all the farmland. This nigga is buying up all the farmland. They got their Monsanto seeds. The Elder Yashwamba did a video, the Terminator seeds,
Yeah.
where they have sterile seeds, man. To
Yeah,
where,
you can plant it and not have shit back.
yeah, you're planting it. That way you have to keep going back to them. Like you said, total control, right? So the seed is sterile pretty much. And what do you think is going to happen if you're eating food that's sterile? You become sterile.
Man.
Right.
So they're trying to
Yeah.
control birth.
Yep.
They're trying to be like the Most High. Okay? Controlling life and death. That's who we're dealing with, man. And very soon, it's going to get to a point where divine intervention has to happen. The Lord is going to have to step in. You know, there's a psalm, it says, deliver me from my enemy. He is stronger than I. He built this system to keep us at the bottom to where it's hard to get out, man. There's few niggas that, you know, got out. A lot of niggas that's so-called out or so-called uplifted, so-called got a bag, they had to sell out. And you got some niggas, you know, that's smart or whatever the fuck, and they learn how to make a bag, they learn the system or whatever, but it's far and few in between. As a whole, we are suffering as a nation, man. And going into this Amos 9 and 14, you're going to read that last verse as well, but Amos 9 and 14, the NLT, it says, I will bring my exiled people of Israel back from distant lands. Back where? To our land. From distant lands. Meaning what? We're scattered across the four corners of the earth. So who the fuck is them people in the land right now? Imposters. Yeah, who the fuck is this guy? Okay? Yeah, he look at them, it's like, okay, we read this and said the Israelites are scattered and that the Lord is going to have to bring them back and put them in that land. Bro, this nigga has a big nose, all right, with fake curls, okay, and he's humping the wall.
It's horrible.
And then you look at the beaches, it's nude, niggas nude.
Yeah.
This is a damn sodomite parade.
They're getting bombed.
You're looking
next door.
around Israel and it's like, this nigga is that nigga eating kosher pig? Wait, then you look back at the scriptures and say, hey, these niggas don't fit the bill.
Right.
Okay? They can't be, you know, who we reading about. There's no way this fucking was it Finkelstein or whatever the fuck them niggas' last names be?
Yeah.
That's not
Finkelstein.
this nigga don't descend from King David. That's not the tabernacles of David. BB, Netanyahu. That can't be King David.
Not a Jew.
All right, then you got some of them. They don't. You know, you got there's a specific term for it. You know, you got like conventional, you know, Jews or whatever. Then you got the ones that are Orthodox and shit. But then you got some of them that they wearing suits. They just like a damn American, man. All right, but go ahead and read. Actually, let me finish on the NLT. Amos 9:14 in the NLT. It says, "And I will bring my exiled people of Israel back from distant lands." And America's very, very distant from our land. We're far away from home, man. Okay? It says, "And they will rebuild their ruined cities and live in them again." That's music to my ear. Again, yeah, exactly.
Again.
Them niggas never inhabited that land, all right? That because the land don't belong to them.
It's cursed.
All right, it's cursed, okay, because we're cursed.
Yep.
All right, that land is attached to us. Okay, it says they will plant vineyards and gardens. They will eat their crops and drink their wine. I'm showing you in the kingdom, you know, we're gonna be in new bodies. All right, but those bodies are still gonna have earthly functions as far as eating, as far as drinking, all right, as far as reproducing. Okay, but it's also gonna have heavenly functions. All right, things that's outside of the earth, outside of physics. Okay, the laws, you got the laws of physics. Okay, the laws of gravity. Well, in those new bodies, we're gonna break the laws of gravity, where men will be flying just regular. It's just regular. All right, it's just, you know, by the time your son, you know, gets about 7, he should be flying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's not. He's, you know, now it's like, yeah, he's walking at, you know,
He's potty
yeah,
trained.
he's
at
potty. You know,
4
the
or
nigga
5.
old as hell potty. Take him all fucking forever to get potty trained and shit, man.
Still on the bottom at 3 years old.
But they're gonna be smart. Like that video I posted of the elder Ariad Nasai, his woman had that dream, all right, of his children's children, okay, and how his grandson, you know, in the dream, his grandson was talking to him, looked just like his son, and acted like, you know, it's his grandson, and he was asking him about the old world, okay, the old world that he was asking about is this world that we're in right now. But that second exorcist said what? Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So when she had this dream, they were in Jacob's world.
Yep.
And his grandson asked about Esau's world. Soon this will be old.
Man.
Soon this will be a thing of the past. It said he will perish forever like his own dung. Okay? It says that the triumphing of the wicked is short and but for a moment. His little moment has come to an end, man. And it's obvious, it's evident. And all we have to do is fight. All we have to do is keep on fighting. However fucking long, keep on fighting the darkness of this world. Keep on fighting our flesh. Because when the Lord comes, whoever he finds serving him, all right, whoever he finds faithful and fearing him, he's going to raise up. Go ahead and finish on that Amos 9:15 now. Let y'all hit y'all precepts to speak on.
This is Amos 9:15, and I will plant them upon their land. And
I will plant them. Not no damn
1948
1948 Balfour, all right, declaration. The Lord is going to plant them in that land, and it's going to be glorious.
Right. One simple thing, bro, that people could do. You know what I'm saying? It's not simple, but it is. For example, there's a lot of things that, you know what I'm saying, obviously our land is desolate. You know what I'm saying? That's how we know. You know what I'm saying? We're not in Jacob's world, right? Because them being fulfilled, you know, they think that them being in the land, they think that's what the fulfillment of that, right? Which is not true. But anyways, and Isaiah talks about how the lion and the lamb are gonna not attack each other.
Yeah.
So do that. Do that right now. Go to Israel and put a motherfucking lamb and put a lion and see if the lion does not devour that.
It says they will not hurt in my holy mountain.
Exactly. So we'll see.
It said the baby shall play on the hole of the ass.
Yeah.
Go into a snake.
Exactly.
Go
Put
ahead.
a benefit snake right next to a baby over there.
Yeah, how a child will lead wild beasts, man. And niggas, there's war happening over there. There's war happening over there right now. So obviously that's not fulfilled through them. But even then, that's a beautiful sight on how peaceful it's gonna be in our land, bro. Like we can't even picture it because there's war on every side in this world, man. It says, well, it says that in the book of Revelation. It says that a sword was given unto him to take peace from the earth. There's literally no peace in this place, man. You can't even sleep. You can't even sleep in peace.
Shit, it says unless you're hanging doubt. It says in Deuteronomy. So shit, every time, brother, there's a land of shadow of death, bro. Like the whole world is because this nigga has his hand over it.
Yeah, yeah.
Darkness.
So
But
shit-
America's worse.
Yeah, but America,
yeah.
exactly. But America's the
America's that,
epitome of fucking everything, bro.
Yeah.
America's a lot of people want to
ultimate
come
value.
here and fucking want to live, bro. We are here and we're telling you it's shit.
Yeah.
We're telling you just stay where you at. It's better, bro. Just
Right, right. Like I'll tell you, I was talking to this Caribbean bitch, and I was like, why'd you come here or whatever? And she said, it's poverty over there. And I was like, well, we was talking or whatever, and talking about, you know, how it's a fruitful land. So since it's so fruitful and rich in resources, it shouldn't be no poverty there.
right.
And so, you know, just chopping it up or whatever. But that shows you that they've been taken over.
Yeah, their hand
And
on
they're being oppressed, all right, to be put in that lower state, man. The whole world is under oppression right now, all right. Was that it on that aim?
No, well, nah. It says Amos 9:15, and I will plant them. I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled out of their land, which I have given them, said the Lord thy power.
Man, they shall no more be pulled out their land. That's in Lamentations. He said, I will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Yeah.
That's no more being pulled out of our land. We was pulled out of our land.
Yeah.
Like we was literally pulled out of our land. We had to fucking Northern Kingdom was pulled out via Syrian captivity. And then they left. They ain't been back since. They
That's
left
crazy.
Assyrian captivity and came onto the other side of the world where never mankind dwelt, as the scriptures tell us. Okay? And then when they was over here going the fuck off, they came over here to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments.
Bet they
There was
started-
remnants of it
Yeah.
where, you know, they was keeping the customs, but they was going off. They was going completely the fuck off. And then as they was going off, the devil came and conquered their ass. Now they speaking fucking Spanish and English. Okay? The Southern Kingdom.
Portuguese.
You said what?
They-
Portuguese.
Portuguese, yeah, because of
fucking French
the
and shit.
Asherites, they speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
Portuguese, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
French.
Then, yeah. And then Judah was the Southern Kingdom.
Yeah.
Okay, we went into captivity after captivity. Judah been in all type of that's why Judah's so goddamn. Southern Kingdom's more through. All right.
Bro,
Because Judah's been through, the Southern Kingdom been through all type of different captivities, bro. Is he a homeborn slave? Babylonian captivity, then under the Medo-Persians, then the Greeks, then the Romans, and then in the Romans, all right, we was pulled out of our land, like that Amos said, man. We was pulled out of our land. Romans, the siege of Jerusalem, chased us out of our land into the interiors of Africa, scattered throughout the earth.
So,
Okay.
What it said? They said I sold a boy for a harlot, you know,
And a woman for
a woman
wine.
Yeah.
And a girl for wine. Our daughters,
Man.
our sons, for harlots. They sold, you know, the Israelite sons so that they can to make them boy toys.
They show you that in that movie, Goodbye Uncle Tom. Right? You had the little boys on there trained up to be Batsies, man.
that shit's
And
fucking
a woman
sad.
passed around literally like fucking wine, man.
That's and there's gonna be there's a judgment for that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay? A righteous judgment. We're not gonna do no weirdo shit like you have done. Okay? You're gonna get judged in righteousness. All right? Go ahead.
That was it on that.
I got something. Wait, you have something?
Oh, good.
This is
We'll just work our way around this way.
This is Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger." You got it.
Salakia, I want you to speak on it, but I was watching Chicago camp, their Sunday sit down, and Benji said that's a bar. You know, it's a bar. It's
That
a
is a
Lord
bar.
spitting. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually gonna use that for the brothers challenge for the day. That's poetic. That's that poetic, you know, justice right there. That poetic judgment.
Literally. poetic
His
justice.
determination is to gather the nations
Yep.
and to pour upon them his indignation. But you can go ahead and speak on it. You know.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna just finish it off. It
Mhm.
says, "To pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." And that's how the Lord is coming back, man. All right, he's coming back angry. All right, it says that he shall not meet thee as a man. All right, the Lord is coming back with with that power, man. You know, it says how he's traveling in the greatness of his strength. You know, he's coming. What it says, behold, he come with many clouds. You know, roughly paraphrasing that revelation.
All eyes shall see him.
All eyes shall see him, even those that pierced them. You know, shall be well because of him. Yeah. You know, so the Lord is coming back angry, man. You know, and it says that he's going to rise up to the prey, because what it calls us, it says, thou worm Jacob. All right, we're defenseless people. All right, we can't fight against this devil to take him down. We have to have divine intervention, as the brother mentioned, man. You know, the Lord has to come and save us out of these bodies, man. You know, because here it is, we sin every day. You know, it says that the thoughts of foolishness is sin. You know, we have these battles that we have to fight every single day. All right, once we get put into those new bodies that the Lord is going to give us, all right, and once He puts us back in our land, all right, we're going to be free from all that, man. You know, we're going to be free from sin. But you got it out.
Go ahead.
This is Lamentations 4:21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. And so the Lord is going to bring that judgment upon these different nations, starting with Esau, Edom. Right? It's not going to pass.
You're going to take it away from us.
Yep.
It says, it shall pass onto you, meaning take it out of our hands. It says in Deuteronomy 30:7 that the curses. Yep.
This is Deuteronomy 30:7. And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
That's that cup being passed on to them, the wrath of the Lord.
Yep.
All right, and the curses is going to be placed upon. Right now, we're under curses, man.
Yeah.
We are literally under curses. You can't break them. Like I said, there's certain niggas that done, you know, so-called made it out. They're still under. Them niggas will still get pulled over, man. Yeah. They'll get pulled over more than a regular nigga because he's riding around in a BMW, or he's riding around in a Rolls Royce or whatever, you know, Bugatti or whatever the fuck, man. Because he's in a nice neighborhood. He's a nigga in a nice neighborhood, so he's getting profiled more than the average nigga. He's still under the curses with his money.
He still he still can get his car repoed. He still can get his house. I think the term is foreclosed on. Right? He didn't pay his taxes, so the government takes his house.
Even if he's paying all his shit, the government could still come and take his shit.
Eminent domain.
Eminent domain, man.
Don't let him stop doing that wicked shit he doing.
Yeah, it show you that we're worms, like you said. All right, or you said it. You know that we're worms. Like, even no matter how much money you make, niggas think they something because they got money. Whose face is on that money? That face is the nigga that's still in control. He has power over that money, and he's intentionally devaluing that money. The same shit that you made your God, the same shit that you work so hard for, okay? He's devaluing it intentionally, and he's going to bring a new currency, and that new currency is going to be digital. Okay, let's got the digital wallet, all right, digital payments, Apple Pay. There's so many different fucking fucking Bitcoin and all this other fucking shit, man. It's clear. It's clear. Revelations 13:16. It's coming to pass. And that's really the last thing that we waiting for. We really waiting for that CHIP to be implemented, man. We need to start praying for that CHIP to be implemented. Lord's will, I'm going to implement this in my prayers. Lord's will, I'm going to start putting this in my prayers, man. Praying for the CHIP and praying for victory over the CHIP, man. All right? It says in the book of Revelations that these are they that got the victory over the beast, over his image, and over his mark. That mark is the CHIP, C-H-I-P, the microchip, man. I'm going to just say it. Okay? The same shit. Elon, all right, is known for. He's known for the shit now. Neuralink. Beginning of 2024. In the beginning of 2024, what happened? Successful brain CHIP. Successful brain CHIP from Neuralink.
That nigga was excited. He was moving the mouse with the motherfucker.
He was moving the mouse, the cursor on the computer with his brain. Okay? Via the Neuralink CHIP that Elon got implanted in him. This same Elon Musk character, the new president is best buds with all of a sudden. And it's a part of his It's a part of his house,
Cabin.
man.
His
Ministry.
His cabin, you know. And he's putting a lot of power into that nigga. This is it say he's a genius. All right, the same nigga that got that C, that's pushing that C hit. You got him, and you got Dr. Oz, who's been set over, you know, the health Medicare, man.
Medicaid.
All right, this same nigga, Dr. Oz,
He believes
he's
in
been
that.
pushing that C hip as well. He said this same thing. All right, the same C hip that people are scared of. This was, you know, interview or whatever years back, or him saying this years back. He said this is the same thing that'll save your life.
I think it was 2000s, bro. Early
Yeah, it was a
2000s.
long time ago, you know. And to show you that it don't matter who they put in office, Joe Biden.
Yeah, he said.
I think it
will
was
rule
05. You will rule on this before your tenure is over. That implantable, trackable devices will be put
Bruh.
into people.
And that nigga look different too.
That nigga's been 8 different fucking Joe Biden. Then this nigga just recently gave a speech and just fucking wandered off into the wilderness of Brazil or some shit. And nigga said some dumb shit and walked off.
Bless him
And no one even followed him. I'm like, bro, this is some crazy shit going on, man.
Idiocracy.
I was watching the elders live, going live on a Tuesday, man, and the apostles, and the elder bishops, the elder Bishop Sakaran, the elder Bishop Anatazak, the apostle, you know, of course, the apostle Gabar, all right, put a curse on this place, man, and pray to the Lord that 2025 be a hell of a year. And,
Yeah,
you know, and Lord will, even the apostles been saying it, they might have said it in their past, outside speaking, Lord's will that in 2025, that C-HIP is implemented, man. We want that because that's, you know, it's the mark of the beast, but, you know, the Lord made it the mark of the beast. That's why it's written about in his book, in his word. Okay, and when that happens, you know, it says the hour of temptation. Said, read that real quick, Bible Kushah. Revelation 3 and 10.
This is Revelations 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Because thou have kept the word of my patience, this is what makes us rich. Okay? This is what's going to keep us from that hour of temptation. All right? The niggas that got money, they not going to be kept. Said, riches profit not in the day of wrath.
So,
Righteousness delivered from death.
Sir.
All right? Money's not going to save. The money is going to make them want to get that C-HIP even more. Because all their assets, the only way they'll be able to hold on to it is if they get that C-HIP in them.
Yeah,
We
we're
will
trying
own
to-
nothing and be
Yep.
happy.
Yep, that's it, man. And they're not even going to get all of it. They're going to be, they might be made, they're not going to get shit. It's going to be real bad. It's going to be real bad. This devil ain't coming to play, man. While you niggas is playing.
Oh yeah, they play.
Revelations 12. So like in Revelations 12 and 12 says, the devil shall come down having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. Just backing up the brother, he said the devil's he's not coming to play. Right? What was his name that said that you shall own nothing?
Schwab.
Yeah,
Klaus Schwab, I believe. Or I think it was Klaus Schwab,
Yeah,
right?
it was Schwab.
Yeah, he said that he wasn't playing around. I mean, Esau is serious about what he's about to bring upon his earth, and those scriptures speak about those that was beheaded for not taking the C-HIP. Right, this is the energy that he's coming in. Right, so he's not playing around.
All right, what's the motto for the New World Order, man? Expect no mercy.
Yeah. So we need that divine intervention, and that's what the elect is gonna get. And Lord we are part of that number. It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So we gonna have that divine intervention. Lord, will we keep doing what we ought to do through the Spirit? Right? We'll have a defense against Esau's wrath that he's about to come down with through all these different policies that he's pushing through his C-HIP, through this and that.
Yeah, well, you just quoted it in Revelations 12. The devil shall come down having great wrath because he has but a short time. We're reading it here in this Revelations, the 3rd chapter. We're going to finish it. It says the hour of temptation that come upon the whole world. That's a part of the devil coming down with great wrath. He's going to implement that agenda. He's going to implement that C-HIP. And when he does, it says, the Lord said, I will keep you, or I will save you from that time. As it says in the book of Jeremiah, the 30th chapter, it says that it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So that's what we mean when we're praying for the C-HIP, because when that C-HIP or that hour of temptation comes, that's when salvation comes as well. This is what we're looking for. We don't want to see our children grow up in this society, man. We don't want to stay here. Oh, I can't wait to retire.
Man.
We're all young men. I think I'm the oldest. I'm 28. That's 40 more years of working.
Fuck that.
40 more years of working
Yeah.
for all of us, man.
Having to reassure our children that they are boys, right? Our sons that they're boys
That's
and our
fucked
women
up.
that they are girls.
That's some
We don't
crazy
want to
shit.
be here for this shit, man.
Can I grab this real quick?
That's yeah. Go ahead.
This is
Especially if you send them to school, you really got to make sure, because they can be in school learning that they can be these niggas think there's like 18 different genders, bruh.
Bro.
Like that's what being taught in school. And the fucking teacher, she's a bull dyke. She got blue hair. She's some fat Edomite lady. All right. With blue hair, and she marches at pride parades.
Yeah.
All right. She marches at pride parade, and then she goes and teach your kindergartner. She goes and teach your first and second grader, man.
And your kids there damn near all day. You know what I'm saying?
They're at school longer than they're with you,
Yeah. And that shit
being
is crazy.
indoctrinated
Shit
during the
wild.
years where they're most impressionable.
yeah, like sponges.
And it's worse now more than ever
It's
because
wild.
the families are broken up,
It's worse.
But go ahead.
And even when they get home, they got their tablets in front of their face, going through the shorts, watching all these different
Fucking
weird
up their
shows.
brain.
And Esau pushing forth all this weirdness on them. Why would we want to stay here? We looking forward for the sea hip. We looking forward to World War III. We looking forward to this world being destroyed with nuclear fire, so the Lord can bring in this new heaven, in this new earth. Actually, I'm gonna read it real quick. This is 2 Peter 3:13. It says, "Nevertheless, we, according to His promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness." So this is why we're looking for these prophecies to come to pass, because we know when these prophecies come to pass, we know that our deliverance, our salvation is synonymous. We're not going to have to worry about our food being poisoned. We're not going to have to worry about the air being poisoned, the minds of our children being poisoned, the minds of our families being poisoned, our women tweaking out. Right? We're going to...
Yeah,
Like,
that's gonna be amazing,
man.
cause it's like you be thinking you picked the good one and shit. Like, yeah, that's kind of cool. You broke bread with her and shit before you even really got too deep into it. And this bitch sounded like she was with it and everything. Then next thing you know, she just
that's how
he gets you. You tell the bitch, yeah, I believe in polygamy. And then you just throw it out there.
I
like,
start twitching.
no, she's like, oh, that's cool. In the
that's-
beginning, you're
that's
like,
good.
oh, yeah, I can see why. You break it down in the simplest form and shit, and you give all the scenarios out, and the bitch is with it. Then when you go, she finds you with another bitch. She starts tweaking.
Oh,
Bitch,
yeah.
I thought we
Miss
agreed
Crocker.
upon this.
Man.
I thought you already knew. You already knew what it was, man.
Man, it was-
But now you see a bitch hitting my line, and now it's a problem. It's like you can't. I mean, she's completely hijacked. She's completely hijacked
She's
by the serpent,
weaponized.
man.
She's weaponized.
She's been weaponized. Going back, it's a war. How's it a war between you and a woman? She's a woman. She's not even like in physical actual war. It's no competition. But he made it to where it's a war between the Israelite man and the Israelite woman.
Yeah.
It's an all-out war. That's like one of the biggest. That's why you
Right.
got these red pill niggas, like the Elder Yashawamba says. These niggas is getting rich off the curses. There's a war. There's there's literally
Gender
something
wars.
called a gender war, and it's mainly relevant amongst the so-called blacks and Hispanic communities, man.
Right.
And then Esau as well, because the curses is on his ass. It affects him as much as well too, because when you look up the abort, when you look up the statistics for that, the so-called nigga woman, she's first. So-called black woman, she's first. Next is the white woman, and then after that, so-called white woman, and then next after that is Hispanic. Yep. So that show you that Judah's just the nigga woman, she's just dirty. All right, but then Esau's right after her. She be taking them babies out too. All right, and then it's Israel again, the Northern Kingdom, so-called Hispanics. They right after that, and they're statistic because they get pregnant. You know how they begin.
They be fertile. as
Fruitful
hell.
Ephraim, Ephraim. They usually, from what I know, they'll keep it a lot of the times, but they're being Americanized, just like how in the time of the Greeks they was Hellenized. Which is where in the New Testament there's no difference between Jew or Greek. Why? Because they're all Israelites. Just the Greek, those were Israelites that was Hellenized. There was Israelites that was scattered. Israelites that you didn't grow up in the customs, man. But the Lord said what? We read in that Amos that He's gonna bring us back from
Scattered lands.
from all the lands that we've been scattered. Okay? And in these different lands that we've been scattered, we begun to follow the ways of that land. But like I've been saying through the Spirit, he's already bringing us back through this word. It says, in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. So it happens in our mind. We're already back in our minds. In our spirit, we already return back to who we are. And now we're just waiting for our Savior, our deliverer. His name is Yahweh Shai, to return and physically take us back to our land and take us off of the earth on the ground and put us back on that horse, being in power, on thrones. And what comes with that? See, you niggas sold your soul for a Happy Meal, a few toys, all right? Well, the Lord has bought us, and it's gonna come with new bodies. He bought our souls, and it's gonna come with new bodies that don't die, that don't get sick, okay? Bodies, all right, that are immortal, are incorruptible, that they don't sin.
Incorruptible crown.
Incorruptible crown, man. So we gotta be on our job for that, man. If you think about it like that, it's like, nigga, I'll wait forever for that. I'll wait forever for that. I'll wait to the end of time, okay, for that. All right, because what else? I mean, what else are you gonna wait for? You gonna wait for your daughter to go to college and be a slut? At the end of the day, she's just a woman, okay? At the end of the day, women are just women. You know, your mom is just a woman. I got that from this nigga Marquette. You know, I seen a short of him. All right, he's like, at the end of the day, you know, your mother, she's a woman. You know, she has woman tendencies just like all these other women, bro. You know, our mothers are older or whatever, but your sisters, they're just fucking females, bro. Your daughter, she's gonna grow up, and you know, Lord's will, our guidance, and you know, in the Spirit of the Lord, we anoint him and stuff. You know, that covers them. But we're in Babylon, bro.
You know,
We're corruptible.
It's just how they feel that day. You know what I'm saying? Woman is how they feel
Women
that
is
day.
women.
Man. Shit. She mad, woke up mad as hell. Y'all break up. Then tomorrow, oh, she feels better, so she wants to be all up on your ass. Like it's just like the brother said, bro. Well, the scripture talks about how they're the weaker vessel. You know what I'm saying? But we're not built different, bro. We're not built different. This society teaches them that they're equal to men, which is not true. Bitch, let the lights go off
Yeah,
and the
we
thunder.
are built different. You said
No, Salaki,
Yeah,
we are built different.
Yeah.
We're not the same. This society teach you that we're the same.
Yeah.
You know, Salaki, if that sounded bugged out, but that's what I meant to say.
Yeah, you fixed
You know, but man, bro, let the lights go out when the thunder hit. Shit, she gonna fucking go into her natural habitat.
Let her be a spider.
Right.
This bitch will run.
And then expect you to do some shit. You flip it around, yo, you go look at it. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck bugged out would that be? You know what I'm saying? But the Lord made the man the way he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
A protector, and the woman, just be submissive and shut the hell up, man.
The weaker vessel.
She's scared. The spider is goddamn 1,000 times smaller than her. She will literally run. She will literally run and come and get your ass. Talking about there's a spider in there.
That we built the same though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we're equal.
Oh, fuck out of here.
I don't even fuck with They're called creeping things. But it's like, kill the fucking spider.
Yeah, they
You
creepy,
screaming
bro.
over a goddamn bug. Kill the shit.
Go get a damn shoe, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Broom or something.
You know? But go ahead.
It says, I'll just reread it. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
Quote it again.
It's like Revelations 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
That's it, man. All right, it's gonna come upon the whole world. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. That's the whole world. He ain't leave nobody out. If you free or you bond, you gonna be caused or forced to take that mark. If you rich or you poor, it don't matter. So you niggas bragging, oh yeah, y'all niggas is bumps. Well, it doesn't matter, because you're going to be forced. You're going to be presented with the same temptation. You're going to be presented with that same mark. Okay? And the only ones that's going to be kept is the poor, the righteous poor, you know, because that's talking about all poor, like niggas that's actually in poverty. But the poor that I'm speaking of is that James that we read, man. And I just wanted to read this precept based off of something that you were saying earlier. You could actually break it down, Dai. This is Revelation, Sirach chapter 25 and verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy. In the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
And that's what we're going to see soon, is the fall of our enemy, right? We're going to rejoice, right? That reminds me of that Psalms 149. So we're gonna bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, right? The curses are gonna be upon them. They're gonna come to us for the wants of all things.
Yeah.
Right. And this is what we're looking forward to.
Yeah.
Revelations
Greater
13 and 10. That says,
He that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the
sword
sword must be killed with the sword. Is the patience and the faith of the saints. Because you have kept the word of my patience, I will also keep you. Keeping that faith in this word, man. Keeping that faith and keeping that faith in what? That he has to be judged for what he's done to us. You have to be judged for Thanksgiving, man. You have to be judged for slaughtering the Lord's people. Those wasn't just some savages. All right, some uncivilized fucking savages that you came over here and conquered.
Easy money.
No, that's what he say? That's John Wick's dog. You touched John. That's
Oh, yeah,
John
that nigga
Wick's
was
car.
Tripping, bro.
Yeah,
that nigga was tripping. You stupid. That's John Wick's dog.
Man.
Baba Yaga,
Yeah,
boy.
and that was his son.
Yeah,
He
his
hit him
son.
in his fucking stomach or some
Yeah.
shit. He's like,
Man.
fuck. He cussed him out. You fucking fool. He said, John Wick. Who the fuck is John Wick?
He tried to call him.
That's a
bro.
fucking
He
solid
tried to
ass.
call
one.
him,
The
bro.
other
He
nigga,
didn't
the other
even
nigga was
answer, bro.
clueless. He's like, what? Who? What? What did I do?
He tried to call that
Bro,
nigga.
he
You know,
tried to
man,
call
that's-
him, bro. He didn't even answer, bro. He just had to hang up the phone
bro,
Yeah.
because he knew it was a rap.
That's the same spirit that the Egyptian king was in, right? He acting like he didn't know who Yahweh was, but the Lord
You
the
gonna
Lord
find
showed
out.
him.
Yeah.
The Lord brought them plagues upon
Yeah.
him and brought that place down. It's the same thing that the Lord's going to do to Neo Babylon, New Babylon, which is here in America.
Yeah, he
Right.
doing it now.
Well, this is the Neo Babylon, you know, because
Right,
really,
right.
you know,
Yeah.
Nebuchadnezzar, and with that, even I was gonna mention that because the Lord showed Nebuchadnezzar who he is, man.
Man.
Turned that nigga to a beast. Nigga had feathers and claws. I couldn't even talk no more, man. And then after when the Lord, you know, restored him, he's like, yeah, he acknowledged the Father, man. All right, but that's Neo Babylon. And then you got the Babylon before that with Nimrod. So this is the new Babylon, or this is the virgin daughter of Babylon.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
that the prophets wrote about. Prophet Isaiah and Jeremiah, you know, the mystery Babylon that John the Revelator, you know, wrote about, man. This is heavy knowledge, man. And you know, I've been learning this. I've been teaching this for the past 10 years. But I'm wooed right now through the Spirit of the Lord. The Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. King David said, man, you know, I'm gonna just look it up. Pretty much, you know, if I don't have joy, have my I'm gonna just read it. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 137, verse 6. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy. Okay, so this is our chief joy, man. All right, this is our chief joy. And nothing will take that spot. Out of our we are the elect. Ain't nothing ever gonna take that spot, man. The Lord. There's another scripture in Psalms that says that I'm gonna just grab it. Baba Kushal, bear with me. I can't even remember how it was quoted. Pretty much, it's like, "There's none upon earth that there's none upon earth that I desire."
But the
Yeah, it's in Psalms. This is Psalm 73 and 25. It says, whom have I in heaven but thee? And there is none upon earth that I desire beside thee. We're on earth, and there's nothing that I desire besides the Lord. Us. You know, Lord's I can speak for everybody, man. That's what we desire. We want the Lord to come back. And then with the Lord coming back, everything else that we desire
everything else
underneath that says, delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give thee the desires of your heart. So if the Lord is our chief desire, all right, then all the rest of them will come. I was reading King Solomon, you know, in that same video of you know, the prophets is a one-stop shop. All right, that Wisdom of Solomon, the 8th chapter, says, if riches be desired, what is richer than wisdom? And it goes into all the, you know, the things that come with wisdom, you know, the benefits of wisdom. Everything that he got, none of you niggas is as rich as Solomon was, all right? None of you niggas is as wise as Solomon was, all right? And none of you niggas had as many wise aka virgins that Solomon had.
Can't do it.
Okay? Why you niggas bragging and boasting like you're a high value man? Everything that I just mentioned, the Lord is going to give his prophets, all right, who's poor in this world but rich in faith, he's going to give them more than that. Far surpass, all right, it says, though Solomon in all his glory would not be arrayed like one of these, man. All right? But right now it's about the wisdom. Right now we got to push that wisdom and ask the Lord for wisdom. We're not asking the Lord for, bitch, these women. There ain't even really no women around. Like, there's a lot of females. There's a lot of bitches. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
Oh,
There's really not that many women around. Just as there's really not that many men around. There's really not that many men around, man. All these niggas is just grown-ass boys. All right? Bati boys, too, man. Grown-ass soft. Like, we talking about these influencers. These niggas is, is of age, grown men physically, but mentally, they're fucking child folly. Folly is set in great dignity, man. All into foolishness, all into wickedness, man. That was it on that Sirach, though. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 25. No, it says Ezekiel. It's like Ezekiel 25 and verse 12. It says, "Thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them." All right, so the house of Edom and you so-called white people, you're like, the vengeance that you have taken, you're going to be repaid for it, man. From your chemical warfare to your psychological warfare, right? It says that we should eat our foods defiled amongst the Gentiles. All right, you do. It's in your plans to cut off Israel from being a nation, man. To kill Jake.
Yeah.
Two-thirds of Jake, right? You so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, you're gonna fall, man.
And that's why what we're doing is such a problem. Because he doesn't want our name to be in remembrance. But because we remembered ourselves in our captivity, we can't stop speaking about it. And that's heavy as fuck, though, because I know when I first learned, man, I couldn't stop. I was in school. Bro, I remember I had this chemistry class that I fucking hated that class. And I had to, do what I had to do to try to pass that shit. I was a senior. And I had my sword in there, my Bible, my Apocrypha. And I'm in that chemistry. I remember reading. I was in that chemistry class. I was reading through the scriptures and calling the Elder Uriah in Chicago, the beloved Elder Uriah, asking him questions, and the fucking teacher telling me to get off the phone. As I'm on the, as I'm on the phone with him, man. I was like, I don't give a fuck about this. All right, in school talking about the word, man. I was literally at the prom dinner. All right, with fucking Northern Kingdom and shit, Northern Kingdom women, Northern Kingdom niggas and shit, going in, cause someone asked me about pork, and the nigga woman that I was with at that time, don't get him started. Obviously I'm not with her no more, but it's cause of this truth. It's cause of Sophia. I always looked at it as like, she was like, it was like I was cheating on her with another woman because my attention, was off of her, and it was on, this woman, which is wisdom. She's the most beautiful woman ever, man. That goes back into that wisdom of Solomon. It says that conversing with her, there is no sorrow. All right, you could talk to this woman and deal. It says that in the Psalms that she is my comfort in my affliction. That's what a woman is for. She's supposed to be a pillar of rest. She's supposed to be comfort, but majority of the time in this world, she brings more stress than she brings comfort. Not with this wisdom. No matter what, you can go in that book and find comfort for whatever you're going through. Through the hardest moments, first of all, it tells us that we would go through that, and that there's an end to that, and that we're stronger than that. That's that Corinthians that you like. And Sirach is, one of my favorites. And then at Corinthians, you bring that out a lot. Yeah, now 10 and 13. 10 and 13. It says that that the Lord will not put upon us more than we could bear. And he will, with the temptation, always make a way of escape. So whatever we're going through, we can go to that Sirach 2, we can go to that Corinthians and find comfort in whatever it is, bro. That's them emergency kit precepts. That's that Swiss knife. All purpose. It's an all-purpose tool. That's Sirach 2. If you come to serve the Lord, prepare my soul for temptation. So we find ourselves in different situations, and we know a part of it is serving the Lord, man. part of it is our punishment. That's comfort in itself. Like, I deserve this, you know. At the same time, it's like there's a part of me paying for my sins, paying off that, you know.
And it's also that perfection, because the Lord was made. It said that the Lord was made perfect.
Lift up a little bit more.
So like it said that Yahweh Shai was made perfect through his sufferings. That's also comforting too,
Yeah.
knowing that the things that we're going through, we deserve it, and it's also pure. The Lord is allowing these things to purify us also.
Mm-hmm.
This is the comfort.
Go ahead.
But as it says, man, you Edomites have greatly offended, man.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what's to come. Verse 13, this is Ezekiel 25, verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will stretch out my hand upon Edom
Smacking.
and will cut off man and beast from it.
Oof. Why the man? Because the man carries the seed. You kill all the men and leave all the women, they're gonna fucking die. Spoils.
That's what they tried to do to us in Egypt. They was killing all the male babies.
Yeah.
And they was trying to cut us off from being the people back then.
Mm-hmm. And that's why Moses, he was, you know, the Lord. It wasn't written for Moses to go through that. The Lord protected Moses. All right, he put him in the water,
Yeah.
and the Lord guided him to it's the Spirit, bro. And you know, we've been in situations like that. We can't even tell from our point of view, but as it's being written, it's like, yeah, you know, how the Lord orchestrated certain things just for us to be here today, to do this work, to do this ministry, to be prophets, just as Moses was a prophet. Guided him straight to Pharaoh's daughter, bro. Pharaoh's daughter. And then, all right, his sister, Moses' sister, was right there. He said, oh, should I give him to one of the Hebrew midwives? And I believe she gave him to his mother.
Yeah.
You can't say that's not of the Lord, man. All right, and then Moses grew up in opulence. He grew up as like a prince in Egypt. As it says in the book of Hebrews, says he rejected that to suffer with his people, man. All right? That's all the Lord's doing. And he was an example of what we should do here in modern day Egypt. And we don't have the access, all right, that Moses had in ancient Egypt. He was on top. He could have had anything. He was like a prince in Egypt. He was a ruler in Egypt. All right? He could have stayed and really been on top. Like, he really could have been that guy. You're not that guy, pal.
Right.
He could have really been that guy, like, you know, but he rejected all that and he condemned that place, man. And that's what we're doing. There's brothers that really could have been, you know, in a way different position that they're in right now, but because of coming into this knowledge and finding this treasure, they forsook all the other different opportunities that they could have had in this world, in this life, looking for a better life, looking for an eternal life, a pure life, and rejecting and putting off this temporal, corruptible life, man. This is a very, and I'm speaking, you know, I can't put into words how glorious this is. I just pray that we all, you know,
Make it.
stay on the course and that we all make it, man. But as it says in Philippians, we have to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. All right, things is about to get fucking crazy out here. And I seen a little clip or whatever. It said like the small things matter, you know, the way we think, you know, the way we eat, you know, the way we spend our time. All these little things, they add up. It's the same, you know, applying it on a higher level. You know, the prayers daily, the fasting, the reading, the being attentive to, you know, all those little things are adding up, and it's gonna play a part in the times that we're coming into, man. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. But you got it, Aisha.
Just picking up where I left off at. This is in the middle of verse 13, Ezekiel 25 and 13. And I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dan shall fall by the sword. Right? And the Lord's spirits is going to be in the missiles, right? When they get fired off and hit this place, all right? As it says in Isaiah, I got this Isaiah 13 and 5 real quick. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. And what's coming from afar? Those ICBMs, those intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. That's going to hit this place. Okay?
And I was thinking about that too. I'm like, damn, they're about to start exchanging missiles on the earth. Like, that's heavy if you actually like internalize it, because we say it and we can't get numb to like how heavy, like, yeah, missiles is about to hit this place. But it's like, damn, it's about to be an exchange of nuclear missiles.
Right.
Well, it's called MAD. mutually assured destruction. Like that shit's gonna wipe out America. Putin, he just set off some nukes.
Or some missiles.
Well, they was IRBM, intermediate range ballistic missiles, but they didn't have no warheads in it.
Right.
No, he just showed.
He just flexed. He's like, look, I'm showing some shit that don't even, they're intermediate range. So they're they don't go as far, and they didn't have that power in them being them warheads. But he was like, I'm just, y'all need to relax. He give him a little warning. It's like a little flick jab, like back up, or a little probe, just to like, hey, you better stay back, otherwise I'm really throw some shit.
You can liken it to the weigh-in, right? The weigh-in, and then the motherfuckers just throw a jab real quick as they facing each other and shit.
Right. Shit get physical or push, little push.
Right, little push out the way.
As their heads is, they're sizing each other up. But go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 25, verse 14. It says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. Right? So the Lord is going to use his people, man. You so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, the elect. Okay? Those fishers of men, right, when they're beamed up and given those new bodies, right, they're going to come down as hunters. Right, and they're coming, right? That Psalms 149 is going to come to pass, man. To bind your kings and your nobles in fetters and iron, roughly paraphrasing. All right?
Perfect.
And it says, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord, power. Right? We can never know the Lord's vengeance that he has for you Edomites, man. Like it has to be downloaded, it has to be put in us.
Yeah.
The
He
anger.
hates them.
The anger and the fury that the Lord has for the wicked has to be put in us, and we're gonna carry out his vengeance upon these heathen, man.
Yeah. That's heavy.
And I even got this other precept, if you don't mind.
Yeah, bring them all out.
This is Isaiah 41, as it starts verse 14. It says, fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. So yeah, we worms right now, man. We in a defenseless position. All right? But little do you know, we got the host of heaven behind us, man. Lord willing, we be those men. All right? We got Yahweh Shai and Michael.
Yahweh and Yahweh Shai and Michael
Come.
and the rest of the heavens, because they, the Lord is a man of war. You seen you heard what happened to the last security guards. You heard what happened to last Egypt, bro. Niggas, the Lord brought plagues upon them niggas. The 10th plague, he brought death in every house.
Shit.
To the point where these niggas is like, man, y'all need to go. Here, you want this? Take all their jewelry off. Take what you want. Just get out of here.
Please.
Then the Lord put a evil thought in his head. Wait, hold up. Why the fuck we just let them niggas go? It said in Wisdom of Solomon that they forgot all the fucking sorrow that they was going through, mourning over their firstborn. And mourning over the death that was in all it. The Lord made them forget that and put that fucking he hardened their heart again to come after Israel. And as they was coming after Israel, all right, we was at the Red Sea. The Lord told us to go to a place where there was no way out, because he was gonna make a way out to show his power. And we're gonna all go through that situation individually. We're all gonna have our Red Sea moment, to where we're in a position where there's no way out, where we're being attacked on every side, where it's like, man, there's a body of water, there's no way I can go through here, and the enemy is coming in like a flood. All right, we're all individually gonna be in that situation. Okay, we could be with a couple brothers, we could be completely by ourselves. Well, it says that we're all gonna be tried, man. We're all gonna be tried, and we're gonna have to trust in the Lord to split the sea, man, to make a way out, is what I'm saying. All right. And that's what the Lord did. So he made that way. Israel walked through the sea on dry ground. And as we got out, the Egyptians came in following after us. These niggas really thought they was gonna. That's how the spirit the Lord put on them niggas. They seen the sea split for us. and these niggas just still galloping.
We have to get him.
There go Moses right there.
Well, it said how the Lord basically, it was basically, you know, pursuant to the Lord, you know, because it said how he took off the wheels of the chariot. So he basically, through the chariot, he zapped them wheels off, bro, and they was stuck, looking crazy. And then
Niggas got
that's
to
when they
flip
tried to
over.
flee. They tried to flee right after the wheels came off the chariot. They tried to retreat. But then it was too late. The Lord closed up them waters. And then you could just think about that pressure of that water, bro. Like, that's smackdown.
Man, those sharks
Golly.
love that day.
Golly.
Hey,
Yeah,
good.
it was them sea creatures was definitely eating good, man.
The
All
dark
right.
meat.
I believe they found all
Chariot
the
wheels.
chariots, Egyptian
Yeah.
chariot pieces, parts and shit, man. Over there in the Gulf, I believe it's the Gulf of Suez, man.
Wrong,
All
why
right,
you-
you know.
You try to say it somewhere else, but
Yeah, I mean, shit. Either way, it's written, so it's like
It's
we
there,
don't give a
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
what the
yeah.
fuck you say. All right, it's just if you got some information to add to it, then you know.
perfect.
Yeah, but if not, then your ass is lying. If it's not what's according to what's written, then you're lying. All right, plain and simple. And that's why what we got is so dangerous, because he can't sway us no more. He can't control our brain no more, and that control, because he wants what? Total control. Without that, he feels weak, and that weakness makes him get violent. You know, not having that control. Okay, it's like a control freak, they say. You know, and if they're not in control, then they start to fucking freak out. You know. Well, that's Esau. Because he's losing control, he's gonna fucking freak out. A madman sparing none. You got more?
This is Isaiah 41 verse 15. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth.
He's gonna make us into this. He's gonna give us new bodies. All right, and even on this side, there's brothers that's gonna get powers. All right, spiritual powers, divine intervention, like we've been talking about. To when the enemy comes in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. The same type of power that Samson had. True power. That was a mortal man, but his strength was outside of the laws of physics, right? The same power that David had, and it's because the spirit was upon these men. The spirit is upon us now to preach glad tidings, to preach this message, to teach this word, but the spirit, you know, when the internet shuts down and we're not camping no more, the spirit's not just going to leave us. The spirit's going to still be on us, and it's going to use us to glorify the name of the Lord even further via miracles, okay? Via doing things outside of the laws of physics. Go ahead. You want to say something?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small.
Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small. Like the spirit been having me say this whole lesson. It starts with the word. It says, the Lord said, my word is like a rock. No, he said it's like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces. The rock is the mountains. Okay? The mountains is what? The governments. Starting with America. Okay? It says, speak unto the king of Babylon that your scepter shall be broken. This is what we're doing. You quote that Jeremiah 28:8. It starts with this word. Threshing this mountain. Threshing this rulership. Go ahead.
It says, and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them.
Yeah.
Be my precept for the challenge.
Yeah,
And
that's
thou-
what it is, bro.
And
Tough.
That is.
and thou shalt rejoice in the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and shall glory in the Holy One of Israel. You know? So when we get these new bodies, I'm starting with this word now,
Yeah.
but when those new bodies come, and you ain't gonna stand a chance, man.
They're going to be
God-
as nothing.
God ain't gonna rise up.
Yeah.
Like,
Ain't nobody going to rise up. Only Israel. Only Israel's going to rise up. Everybody's going to be beneath us forever in righteousness. And they're going to eventually, the other nations beside Esau, he's going to be done away with, will enjoy the rulership of the Israelites. Way better than what y'all niggas got going on right now. It's that Proverbs 29:2, man. When the righteous bear fruit, the people rejoice. When the wicked bear fruit, the people mourn. But go ahead. You got more on that?
no, that was it.
Okay.
But I mean, like it says in Isaiah 45, man, a world without end.
Yep.
Right, so that's how Israel's gonna be in those new bodies, man. As it says in Revelations 21 and verse 4, if I might grab that.
It says they shall possess the kingdom forever and ever. That means forever. Like literally, world without end. It'll never. Israel will never end. The reign of Israel will never end. With Yahweh Shai sitting on the throne and King David under him, and then the rest of the elect under them. It says a king shall reign in righteousness and princes shall rule in judgment. Lord willing, you looking at some of them princes, man. As long as we keep the word of his patience. Okay, go ahead.
This is Revelations 21 and verse 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them, and be their power. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain. For the former things are passed away. That's plain and simple, man. No more ailments, no more pain, no more death, no more sinning.
No more fighting your own body.
Fight your own thoughts.
We fighting our own self. And don't win every battle. It's impossible. You know? But anybody got anything else?
Yeah, I could finish.
Go ahead.
Lamentations. This is Lamentations 4 and 22. The punishment of thine iniquity.
Let's start at 21 and just read through. Finish it on that.
It says, Revelations, Lamentations 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. Right, we went over that earlier. That Deuteronomy 30 and 7. Right, these curses are going to fall upon our enemies, starting with Esau, Edom. It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Man, so our captivity is almost up. Right? Our punishment is almost over. And we see different signs that's taking place in the earth. We're seeing that we see that the Lord's return is near. Right, the MOTB being closer, the World War III being closer. Right, the end of Esau's world being closer. So this is what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, just one more. This is Isaiah 34 and verse 8 in the NLT. It says, for it is the day of the Lord's revenge, the year when Edom will be paid back for all it did to Israel. You know, and that's plain and simple, man. You know, it's the day of the Lord's revenge, and the Lord is going to get his revenge. The Most High is going to get his revenge through his servants, man. You know.
Yeah. So with that, man, Lord willing, that was edifying, uplifting, and exhorting. We want to give all praises
to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Chakodash.
Yahweh is the true, holy, powerful, and mighty name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai is the true, holy, powerful, and mighty name of his only begotten Son, our Lord and our Savior. Chakodash is the Holy Spirit that speaks through us, that allows us to rightly divide the word of truth and teach the word correctly and directly. The elders of Israel being the apostles and the elders of great millstone that rule well. Shalom Wahab Labakayar Sharala, which is peace and love to the elect of Israel. Shalom Achim, we better keep on pushing. And you know the Achwat as well. I seen a sister on the comment board, a few sisters that listen. You know, salvation draweth nigh, redemption is nearer than we believe. Keep on praying because they're being heard. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.